Every time someone calls a video game woke, an angel dies. Ain't that right, son? That's my son. Squirtle back there, it's also my son. I'm a father too, and I'm doing my best. I want to try to use this video format. This not video essay. Now they're not gonna be that long. It's just gonna be rambles. I'm just gonna be rambling and ranting because I be thinking. That doesn't mean they're well thought out, but I be thinking, for better or for worse. And I want to use this as a scream into the void, a scream into the vast void. And I love feedback from y'all, people that would see this, on the topics that I will chat about, the things that are on my mind, because, you know, it's good to be out of your own mind, for sure, and see what the people are saying. Specifically, what I've been thinking a lot about is, well, a few months back, a lot of leftist creators were talking about how do we build a left-wing, like, content pipeline to counteract this very prevalent right-wing pipeline that's in video games, it's in movies, it's in dating, it's in personal finance, it's in fitness, it's everywhere, every fucking where. To the point, well, not even to the point, like, it is the primary source of media. Like, it's a lot of things that people see on a day-to-day basis are pretty right-leaning. I digress. That's another video. I'm thinking back to those conversations that, you know, leftist creators are having amongst themselves, and like, how do we, and I'll narrow it down to the gaming space, but talking about how do we handle this shit, really? How do we handle this shit? Like, how do we have dialogue with people, and like, how do we bridge gaps? How do we talk to people? Because, like, I don't know, bro, like, your politics got to be rooted in empathy, right? I still want somebody who doesn't like me to have free healthcare. Like, I couldn't care less if they don't like me. I still want everybody to have things to thrive, just for the day-to-day, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't think that's crazy to say. So when I think about these conversations of like, how do we bridge gaps with people that just like objectively do not fuck with us, I don't know. And like, is it worth talking to those people? Yeah, I think there's still value there. I don't think we really get anywhere as a society by like fully 100% blocking things off. But I do wonder about the nuance of that conversation. Like, how do you have conversation, have dialogue with people who just like ostensibly don't want to talk? And if they do want to talk, it is just hard-headed. Yeah, it's just hard-headed. I was stuck on the words there. I'll give you an example though. Like, how do you engage with people that are like coming into streams on Twitch of people that are playing, you know, the new Assassin's Creed, or going into a stream of a game that they already decided they don't like, a game that they've already decided that they don't want to play, and then they're going into a Twitch stream to comment on said stream, calling the game this, that, and the third. Woke, DEI, blah, 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 dog shit game. Why is anybody playing this? And it's like, why would you even go to the stream to begin with? Do you like video? Like, what is the point? What are we doing here? That feels very strange. Any game that I've disliked, and any game that my friends have disliked, have been games that we've played. There isn't a game that I dislike that I haven't had experience with. Like, when I go to my friends and I say, hey, do y'all want to play League of Legends? And they tell me to go fuck myself, it's because they played League of Legends once before. I've tricked them before, and they didn't enjoy it. And that's why they tell me to kick rocks and fall down a well when I jokingly ask them to come play. And they have every right to, and it's totally fine to like not like certain games. But let it be founded on something. Let it be founded on. You can't spark notes experience. I've said that before in another video that's very similar theme to this, but like, you can't spark notes experience. You can't. That'll get you through in school and trying to survive through a pop quiz in your English class and all those books and essays that you did not read and probably should have. But you can't do it in real life, bro. You can't do that when you're having dialogue with real life people. Like, how you gonna navigate the world? You don't even know how to think about things, which is not to slight, like, to be like, oh, you know, the kids don't have critical thinking skills. That is a muscle. You have to flex it. You have to flex your critical thinking skills. You have to challenge the things that you like. I'll give you an example. Anytime that I really post a video on here and I get ratioed to hell, it's because I talk about the things that I don't like in Elder Scrolls. Mind you, I still like the Elder Scrolls, but there are just many a thing that is just like not particularly great about the Elder Scrolls. I won't get too into it, but I will say for this example, I did a video pretty recently talking about it was a meme template. It was a meme template kind of video, but I was just saying that I don't like the SDA add-on mod for Serana. The DLC character that you get in the Donkey DLC, goth companion. She's a vampire, this, that, and the third. She's non-marriageable, and she says explicitly in the game why she doesn't want to get married. I got many an adventurer in my comments that were confused as to why I didn't like that mod. They'd say, oh, there's way worse mods out there to hate on. Oh, this mod's fine, blah, blah, blah. Oh, she's not even real, this, that, and the third. Listen, bro, I didn't say you're a bad person because you had them on. I didn't say you should drive off a cliff. I didn't say anything like that. I just said I think that mod's not great. I think it's weird. I think it's a weird mod, bro. Especially when she says she don't want to get married. And y'all, the most downloaded mod for this character is a mod that helps you marry her. Come on. What, bro? Shut up. That's nuts. Like you can't look me in the face and say that's not a little weird. That's not a little weird. Like a little weird. All right, whatever. Fine. And a lot of people came in the comments like not really trying to talk about it and very mad at me for just like sharing that idea. Just for a moment. It's not a personal attack. I didn't say you are bad for liking or downloading that mod. And I'll tell you, you know why I picked that mod specifically? I downloaded the mod. I tried it out. I didn't marry her, but I was like, okay, what is going on with this? Why are so many people downloading this? And I played a playthrough. And I had the mod on it. And I was like, this is weird, bro. This is weird. And that's why I shared that opinion. It doesn't make sense to me to hate things that you haven't tried. It doesn't make sense to me. For food, I'll try most things once, bro. I'll try most things once. But I'll at least try it. You gotta try it. Live life. Experience things. I got a little off topic. But what I wanted to touch on, though, is that for a moment, and for that particular Skyrim video, for a moment, I ended up on the FYP of people who don't follow me. I would say this video was like outside of containment because of the follower base that it did hit, or rather the users that it did hit. But for a moment, I appeared on their pipeline, on their feed, on their FYP. And there was a moment for us to bridge a gap, to have understanding, to encourage folks to challenge the media that they engage with. We have a shared interest, being video games, Elder Scrolls, whatever. There is a foundation for some camaraderie. There's a foundation for thoughtful exchange. The moment you challenge something somebody likes and they don't have the range to challenge it as well, they just shut down completely. And I don't blame people entirely. I think schools do a really poor job of making people okay with like being wrong and like learning to be wrong and being okay with being wrong. I think schools do a terrible job with that. And I think a lot of that trickles into how people engage on the internet when you have people that are like very clearly on high horses and very clearly trying to go, you're wrong, this is right. There's no nuance. There's no space for gray area. There's no space for learning and growth understanding. It's like, you suck, you stink, you don't understand this thing, blah, 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 blah. And I can understand being frustrated and at your wits' ends because you got crazy people in your comments talking nonsense. But for a moment, we could have did something. Originally, I was gonna try to film this video outside because the theme would be like touching grass. But it rained today, so yeah, couldn't do that.